as a proud MP from the Hamilton area, I've seen the success of HOPA on many levels, and you talked about Hamilton-Oshawa Niagara because it's the Great Lakes and not just Hamilton Port, and I'm encouraged to hear now, of course, Sault Ste. Marie, because, of course, the Great Lakes and St. Louis Sea are Canada's fourth coast, which we always forget about, but yet it's billions of dollars in the Southern Ontario economy. I know that in the budget there was an announcement finally of the CBSA facility, which is finally, after many years, going to happen. I'd suggest that HOPA has actually been successful in spite of the federal government, and here's why I think that. We had the National Supply Chain Task Force Summit back in 2022, which had truly experts from across the country. The final report of that Supply Chain Task Force came out, and it had 8 immediate recommendations, and 13 medium-term recommendations. Not all of those are done, and that's been some years. And then we, of course, had Bill C-33, which was the Strengthening Ports Bill, which was introduced in 2022 by the minister, now 5 times removed, and died on the order paper when the Prime Minister called the election in 2025. But, you know, perhaps that's a good thing, because frankly the bill was woefully inadequate, and I know we've had some discussions on that at this committee. And what preceded that bill was 7 years of consultation. And as well, this committee did a study on port infrastructure, and we visited ports from coast to coast and tabled a report. In fact, we were in Hamilton to see the great works there. You know, there's been at least 5 years of talk and good intentions, but nothing to show for it. Is it fair to say that there's been a lot of talk and really no action? I would suggest the time for talk is over. We need results, and our economy depends on it, as you've pointed out. And so let me refer to a point made by the Association of Canadian Port Authorities, which Ian Hamilton, from your colleague, is a past chair of that organization. And they said that there is a need for streamlined project reviews to make major infrastructure happen more quickly. So from HOPA's perspective, our federal approval process is still slowing down port expansion or modernization projects. I don't think the federal government really has been a great contributor to that, and so I'd ask, has the federal government done anything really meaningful to help reduce the bottleneck that we're seeing at Canadian ports?